It is natural for one to develop a facade to influence how people perceive us. Some project an image of perfection to mask their basic insecurities. Others don't have the luxury of worrying about first impressions. And some people find their best intentions often backfire. Yes, we all veil our truths, but how we leave an impression is what defines us.
With everything you'll need, including goggles, a carbon fiber smock, and 50 yards of polystyrene monofilament. Don't delay. Air Lickman's cheese lasers available for a limited time only, and will be shipped directly to your door.
Oh, hello. Nice to see you.
Send check or money order for $39.95 plus $23 shipping and handling to Fondue Coca, Ann Arbor, Michigan, 48105. Or call Air Lickman Applied Sciences Direct, 555-1976. That's 555-1976. Operators are standing by.
Thank you. It's something I just picked up downtown. It's from their fall collection. Oh my, is Tabitha teaching? I guess her father must have pulled a few strings.
Here they come again!
Well, about 5 or 6 years ago, it was an awful tragedy. Tabitha was in this dance class that Danielle was taking. Oh, she seemed really sweet and took the class very seriously. I think she was contemplating a career in dance.
Save you a seat in heaven.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got thinking about what a little doll Danielle was in her tutu and ballerina slippers. Anyway, Tabitha's little brother. His name was Corey. He was only 18 months old. Tabitha would babysit while her parents worked late. Well, one night, Rex got a call to come to the house. Apparently, something had happened to Corey. By the time Rex got there, Mr. Savage had gotten home from work and Tabitha was in hysterics. They found him dead in his crib. It must have been awful for them. Rex was really affected by the event as well.
This is an all-ages event. No one will be turned away. Tickets available at the box office. People allergic to mice who have extreme fear of robots, helicopters, or explosions may want to stay home.
Well, that's just it. Rex was always strangely quiet about what really happened that night. I just assumed it was SIDS or something. It was no more than 2 days later that Tabitha was sent off to a dance camp in Europe or something. We never did find out exactly what happened or where she went. But when she came back, she was a different person. Cold. Barely ever smiled anymore. I mean, Tabitha was smoking and dressing like a punk rocker. She was different. I always wondered if maybe Tabitha was somehow responsible for Corey's death. Tragic and devastating. Tabitha really became one of those kids on the fringe after that. That's why I'm surprised she even went to college, let alone finished it. I can't imagine she'll make a very good teacher either. I certainly wouldn't trust her with my children. Oh, I'm sorry. Is she teaching one of your son's classes?
Barge loads of delicious, juicy mystery meat, mechanically separated by 1,000 miniature knives and pressed into familiar shapes your dog would love. Hey, boy, come on, make it Flamco. We gotta get out of here! Here they come again!
And so, the majestic bear wades into the stream, ready to claim.
Thank you for calling. Leave your message and I will return your call at the earliest
Are not
opportunity.
listless spawning salmon. They are a school of voracious piranha, and they hunger for fresh bear meat. The little fish devils swarm around the submerged bear limbs like aquatic hornets, quickly devouring the startled bear's delicious legs, unable to move away.
Thank you for calling. Leave your message and I will return your call at the earliest opportunity. Thank you for calling. Leave your message and I will return your call at the earliest opportunity.
Oh, hello, it's you again. Cut the crap and tell me if I'll see your son at tomorrow's tutoring session. I'm eager to show him some new study methods. Yeah? So what? That was a long time ago. Did he break up with Allison yet or not? I don't have time to gossip with you about my childhood. He had that, what's it called? Crib death, right? He just stopped crying all of a sudden. I thought he was fine. I didn't mean to do anything to him. Listen, lady, I was only 14. My father told me it would be okay. I didn't mean to hurt him, but he wouldn't stop crying. I just wanted him to shut up. All right, you win. I'll back off and let him do what he wants.
Hey, Mom. What's for dinner? What's up? What's the matter? You did? I mean, you do? I can explain, Mom. What do you mean? How come? Well, I didn't know how to explain it. It is personal, and I was kind of embarrassed. Wow, really? What did you do to her? Okay, Mom. I'll try to be more honest in the future. This was just sort of an uncomfortable situation. Can Allison sleep over this weekend?
Life is filled with difficult choices, and with every one of these choices comes the risk of regret. Regret can remind us of past mistakes in order to avoid making the same bad choices in the future. But sometimes we are forced to live with our mistakes and face the compromises we made, the ones that seemed reasonable at the time, the ones that sometimes rear their ugly heads in ways we could not imagine, and cause us to regret once more. My good friend Bree Vandekamp's dinner parties were always the talk of Wisteria Lane. She prided herself on the perfection of everything in her home. From being the perfect host to making the perfect hors d'oeuvres. Although she was comfortable in the knowledge that she threw the best dinner parties on Wisteria Lane, Bree didn't consider herself a competitive person. However, sometimes all it takes is one little thing for someone's true nature to be brought to light.
Hey, welcome. I am so glad you could come. These days, it's harder on me to get here with the family and work and everything.
Oh, I know how you feel. Between work, lunch dates, dinner dates, late-night rendezvous, and the occasional breakfast-in-bed special, I hardly have time to myself.
Edie.
What?
On that note, have you played Texas Hold'em before? Not a bad first round there.
So, seeing as how I won't be able to come to poker night for a while, what do you ladies think about perhaps inviting Daniel Fox? That's no reason to leave an open seat. Besides, it'll be fun to have a male opinion around here. Even if it's more likely an opinion criticizing our makeup choices than anything else.
Wow, what a flop.
Personally, I love that we're inviting Daniel. He's got to be more fun than you all.
I know, he's different than most of the men around here. But it's not the poor guy's fault he's got more style than anyone in this room. Oh, no offense, Gabby. And Bree. Okay, no offense to anyone. It's not like he's intentionally trying to show off by doing things better than you. You know what I mean.
Of course we do, Susan. You're not worried because you have nothing to lose. You've already driven every straight man in your life away.
Another hand. Well played.
It's not that I don't like Daniel. I'm just not used to feeling like I'm competing with a man in that department.
I know what you mean, Bree, but trust me. If a gay guy is really competing with you for a man's attention, there's probably something you don't know about that man. I mean, haven't you heard of gaydar? When I saw him shopping last week, his clothes were just so perfect. Even the straight men were looking at him instead of me.
That's never a problem for me.
How can you guys be so sure he's gay anyhow? It's not like he's done anything that you could definitively reason one way or the other.
It's about time I headed home. Good night, all.
Hello again. Marvelous day, wouldn't you say? That's what I most admire about you, that stiff upper lip of yours. Good talking to you. A pleasure as always. I've been meaning to get your input on something. We could really use more people like you in the neighborhood. And she was standing there, looking confused. Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. All alone in that empty house. We should really do something for him sometime. I just look at her and can't help but think she needs help. The nerve of that woman. We could really use more people like you in the neighborhood. We really should get together and share recipes sometime. I'm sorry, what exactly do you mean by that? I just look at her and can't help but think she needs help. I'm glad we had this little talk. You should have seen the two of them. It was quite a sight. That's very interesting. It's always nice to speak with someone with a shared interest.